Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Saturday, the 25th of November. Okay, I'm here with a 2-card tarot reading. I did kind of almost go with energy cards and oracle cards, but yeah, I just went with these, and 2 have just literally fallen out, so I'm going to go with those 2. And they're very different cards, so what do you make of that? Okay, we've got the 5 of Swords and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. It's interesting, isn't it? You know, you've got this 5 of Swords is always a really difficult card to try and deal with when it comes up in a reading. You know, there's a part of me when I see this and I'm giving a reading to a client, I always think, oh wow, there's a lot going on in their mind. There's a lot happening there. And, you know, trying to unpick it as well. It's always a very confusing card if you get this 5 of Swords card, because you know, who we're assuming that the message is for the person in the front there, who's kind of looking behind at the 2 other people that have gone. And we never quite really know what the story is there. You know, that one right in the distance there is crying. This one's just walking off with his jacket over his shoulder, like could really care less, you know. That. But I think what is very evident here is that there is a huge change in circumstances here. This is a pivotal moment when a relationship has changed in some way. You know, we can always look back at any relationship, be a romantic relationship, a partnership, like a business partnership, when we work in a particular place and you suddenly think, I don't fit here. This is not right anymore. This is not right for me, you know. And unfortunately, changes can come, and they're not always welcome changes or easy to deal with changes. But, you know, and I feel like this is that kind of moment when you look back and think, you know what, my life changed and it was this point. Yeah, it's funny. I've been watching quite a few documentaries recently, people about my age looking back on their lives, like Robbie Williams and David Beckham. And, you know, when they're looking back at their lives, those pivotal moments that we kind of remember in their lives, you know, was their points that they changed to. But, you know, the other card that's come out is this 10 of Pentacles. And I just feel like this is why we make these changes in our life. You know, why we decide to sometimes split up a partnership or a relationship, or walk away from something, or with this person crying and we're like, I can't feel like this anymore. Or, you know, I always feel like this guy's looking back going, oh, good riddance. No, whether he's right or whether he's wrong, it doesn't matter. That's the trouble. I always feel like this card is to do with arguments, and essentially an argument is 2 or 3 or more people with different opinions, and we argue because we want them to see our opinion and they want to see us to see their opinion. And sometimes we just have to accept that we're never going to be on that same page. We're never going to agree. And we have to beg to differ. And most of the time that can come, you know, with a little bit of upset and confusion and bad feeling. But, you know, we move on. And I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is the reminder that actually this is what we're all striving for. You know, abundance, happiness, maybe financial security, maybe some dogs, you know, and just living that life. And I feel like this little message is this old guy sitting there in that chair, surrounded by his family and maybe grandchildren and his pets, and he's got all these lovely grapes here, which I always feel like he's perhaps owned a vineyard or something, you know, and he's quite wealthy, because it looks like quite a wealthy little town, you know. Maybe he's looking back on his life, and maybe that was him as a young man going, you know what, I did make the right decision. I did make that right decision all those years ago, and I don't feel like this anymore, and look what I've gained. You know, the fact that this is a 5 and then a 10, it's like, you know, double, isn't it? You make a choice in life sometimes which way you want to go. And I feel like this is, you know, if you're at this 5 of Swords point in your life and things aren't going great, remind yourself that you're making changes in your life because you want a better life. Or it could be today you're just so full of gratitude because you are here and you've done this from that, you remember that time in your life when you were a little bit broken and a little bit confused and a little bit hurt, and you're looking back, which we often do at this time of year, don't we? And yeah, just thinking, wow, I've come such a long way and I'm so grateful. So maybe it's a reflective card for you. Obviously this is a collective message, so maybe you're at the 10, maybe you're at the 5, but I feel the message for everybody is, if we aim to be here, then sometimes in life we have to kind of go through that stuff. If you are here, then no, it's only temporary. You know, the 5s in a reading do signify uncertainty, but they also signify change. Yeah, so let's make it a change for the better. Let's not hang around with people that make us upset or make us just, you know, oh, I can't cope with this, I'm off. Or, you know, smug people. We all know one, don't we? So, yeah, you know, this is, I feel like, a really positive message wherever you are or however these cards resonate with you, okay? Talking about cards, don't forget it's the full moon coming up on Monday, and I've done a full moon reading at foreverconscious.com. So if you go to Tanazzi's website, I think you can get a link there to your full moon reading. I'll put it up on my website as well, so you can the link, so you can get it. So if you come from Tanazzi's website and you've seen that reading, I hope that's really helped you as well. Okay, I'll be back again tomorrow with another reading, so please do join me then. All right, bye for now.